What's up, guys? Welcome to this week's episode of The Warner House. We are happy to be here. We took a little bit of a hiatus, so we are juiced up and excited and ready to talk about all of what has been going on the last 2 weeks that we have missed, you guys.
Yeah, it's been a little bit. It's been a little bit of time off, but it was much needed.
It was much needed. I don't know if we'll talk about the games later. We've got a lot of time to talk about football, but it was also
Sydney's favorite.
What?
It's Sydney's favorite.
Yeah. Since we've been gone, there's been a lot going on, obviously. It's been a good amount of time. So we've been doing all the things. Short term, we just got back from beautiful, stunning, gorgeous Utah. That was just on my mind. So we just got back from a beautiful trip. We've been having lots of milestones with the baby boy. You've been working your tail off, of course, as always.
I try.
Yeah. And I've just been hanging in there, you know?
No, baby, you've been working your tail off.
Literally.
Yeah, you know what? Tell them.
You guys, I work 7 days a week. I don't know if you guys know that, but I am a full-time influencer at Sydney Nicole. I'm just kidding. It's at Sydney Warner on Instagram and TikTok. But no, I have just been working so much. I mean, campaign after campaign. It's a lot. And I love doing it. But working full-time 7 days a week and having a 7-month-old can wear on you at the end of the day. It's just I do it all.
Yep, and we've talked about you cutting back on a little bit of that.
Fred wants me to not work, which is such a blessing, and I'm so thankful that you give me that, option. But there's something about your wife. I'm a go-getter, and I just want to, do it all. Sometimes it gets the best of me, though, and I should cut down. You're right. It does wear on me. It does wear on me. But, it's like every day I'm like, okay, I got through the day. I got through it. And then I wake up and I do the same thing from 6:30 to 9-10 o'clock, just busting it out. So, I don't know. I'll slow down one of these days, Fred, but just not today,
Hey, honey, do whatever makes you happy. I just want to see you happy. That's it.
I know. Sometimes he gets the brunt end of me working full time and then the baby, and then he gets home and I'm just like, but I've we'll figure it out. We're blessed to be able to say, we can have working legs, working arms to work as hard as we do. So you got to strike the iron while it's hot. You know?
Yeah.
You're never gonna be this young again.
Oh.
So what's been going on in your world?
Today wasn't much. Today was a little extra bonus day, bonus Monday.
Since we had a Thursday night game.
Been away for 3 days. And now today, usually Monday, is reviewing the tape and, having just played a game the day before, but we didn't have that. So now we had a little bonus day, a little bonus practice.
Okay. What was your favorite part of your bonus practice day at work?
Hey, just getting back to work. Everything is my favorite.
Okay.
All of it.
Did you see all your friends?
Saw all my friends. It's been a few days. Forgot what they look like.
Rejuvenated after a little mini weekend? Rejuvenated.
Perfect word.
Yeah. Yes. I love a good Thursday night game. I didn't realize how much I liked that because this is the first one of... Is this the first one of this? Yeah. Because we started off the season with a Monday night game. So we had a Thursday night game and it was beautiful, gorgeous, stunning because 1, we won that game.
That's the most important part.
2, we had a jam-packed weekend of activity after activity after activity.
Wow.
As a family. So that was just the icing on the cake.
You love that.
Yeah. The joy that I felt through my body when you guys won that game, knowing that we're going into such a big weekend and knowing that knowing that you're going to be in an elated mood was just top tier.
Yeah, I was sleepy.
You were sleepy? Because you were tired.
Yeah,
you were tired the first 2 days.
I think yesterday I wasn't as sleepy.
But we grinded through those first 2 days. I told you that's what you got to do. Remember, I was like, babe, you just got to keep going. Here, I said I was passing Fred Celsius. I was passing him espresso. Just get through it. This is what I do all day.
That's great, honey.
Caffeine after caffeine after caffeine.
It's nothing like good old sleep.
We went to Utah to see the old Cougies play.
The Cougies.
And that was a beautiful trip. Just the two of us. We didn't take the baby because we wanted to make it just a mommy, daddy trip. Just two youngins.
It would have been too much for him.
It would have been way too much.
I wanted him to come.
Fred did want him to come, but then I broke it down to you how miserable that would have been for him. 2 flights, him in the hot. It was just, yeah. Did you see all we did that day? All of him doing all that? Would never want to put him through that. So some things are meant for children and some things are not. And that was not. And then we fast forward. That was a long trip. And then we went to the aquarium, which was beautiful. We got some lunch. It was just a great weekend.
I was telling everybody how I went to the aquarium yesterday, and they're like, "What? Did you not just get like just flooded with people like just coming up to you?" I'm like,
we're not gonna tell our secrets. We're not gonna tell our secrets. We're not gonna tell our secrets.
I didn't know there was any secrets.
A little incognito.
Wear a hoodie.
Moving on.
A hoodie with a hat.
Moving on. Yeah, it was great, and it was out of town. That's also why we didn't get. You didn't get mauled and eaten alive.
Listen, I can always respect. Let me just say this: I always respect the supporter. I don't like calling them fans because it just seems like a little disrespectful.
So your supporters, yeah.
The supporters who come up or they recognize me, and instead of making this huge fuss or deal about it, they come up real sly and they put the fist out and be like, "Hey, much respect, Fred."
Love that.
With a quick little fist
because
bump.
they're just so respectful.
And I'm like, "Hey, bro, I appreciate that."
And they get it.
They get it.
Yeah, that's
so
awesome.
Hey, I just want to shout out those people that with the low key little
yeah.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. But yes, the aquarium, fantastic.
Our baby boy loves the water. He loves fishies and looking at. Of course, it's just like mesmerizing. A big tank of fish and lights, and he really, really, really liked it. So I know that was hard for us, but we did it, and I'm so glad that we did. Yeah.
And then Friday. When saw play.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you forget. Wow. It was a weekend.
We went to see Wicked in San Francisco, and it was awesome. The only other Broadway show that we've seen was The Book of Mormon, and we saw that it was a while ago in New York, and that was incredible too. So they're just so talented, these people. Just talent. The singing, I'm like, this is live. Like, this is she's not lip syncing. Really good.
They're singing for real, honey.
Really, really good. So that was cool. A lot of holiday Halloween spirit going on after that. Halloween's literally like a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Yeah, it's just a couple weeks.
It's just so hot outside, you just forget that Halloween's coming.
It's cooled off a little bit.
Has it?
It's not as hot.
I feel like just in the mornings, when the afternoons here, it's still hot.
It's not as hot.
All right.
It was like 100 degrees. It's not that anymore. Thank God.
That's true.
So should we talk a little bit about the football that's occurred?
Yeah, you go ahead and you take that.
I mean, I'm going to go into more depth about it, but let's give your a quick little Cliff Notes review of the last 3 weeks of Patriots, Cardinals, Seahawks.
I literally forget. Okay.
You don't have to go one by one, just like an overview of like how you've seen the Niners the last 3 weeks since we last talked.
An overview?
I'm not even an overview. What are your thoughts? Just immediate thoughts that popped in your brain about the Niners.
I'm glad that we won on Thursday.
Okay. Great. What else?
I'm glad that you're doing great. I'm glad that we have the 2 home games coming up.
Okay.
But you want me to talk in the past tense?
No, you're good. That was it.
All right.
That's all I needed, honey. It was great that we won on Thursday.
Yes.
You love that I'm playing good.
Yes. I took my son to both of these games as well. That's another reason why we took a little break, because mommy was going nuts.
Uh-oh.
I took my son to both of those games. One was incredible. The second one, he was teething, and it was tough for the both of us.
Yeah, so the first one you're talking about was the Patriots.
Okay.
And then
how was your experience during the Patriots? Quick.
Yeah, I mean, the quick overview, I thought it was good and bad, because it was good because we won. That was a huge game that we needed to win after coming off of a tough loss to the Rams the week before. I think that, yeah, see, I'm already getting them kind of mixed up.
I know.
But yeah, we had just come off that loss to the Rams, so we're like, man, we need to snap out of it, because we had dropped 2 to the Vikings and the Rams. So anyway, we needed that win against the Patriots. I had the pick 6. Touchdown. But then I hurt my ankle before the half.
I know.
And now I've been having to deal with the ankle for the last 3 weeks.
Yes.
It wasn't just some regular old
fluke thing.
Regular ankle, be done and over with it in a few days.
That's what I'm used to. You've never actually get something, so.
Yeah, it's just something that's just lingering.
Yeah.
It's a lingering thing. But anyway, Feel great. So that was the good and the bad of the Patriots. And then the next week, Cardinals, obviously horrific. We lost. But I'm just happy I was able to make it to that game because it was up in the air whether I was going to play in that game or not because of the ankle. But we lost that one. And then, of course, going into this past Thursday night game, it was like we got to win. We can't drop 0-3 in the division. Both teams coming off of losses.
It was like a non-negotiable.
Non-negotiable
no
Thursday
option.
night, prime time.
Yeah.
We got to show up.
No option.
And we did in the biggest way.
Yeah.
So, like you said, that made the weekend much more enjoyable.
And much more exciting going into this game this week. Because we're good spirits.
So, overall, the Niners are sitting at 3-3. Is that good? Obviously not. But given the circumstances, we're first in the division and have everything in front of us that we want.
Okay.
So, you feel good?
Yeah, I feel good if you feel good.
I feel great. You already talked about how our son's, how he reacted to being at the game.
Yeah. First game was great. Second game was just, like I said, sometimes there are good, environments for kids. And then there's just some things. I thought he was going to be cool, but he was, like I said, he was teething, really, really intense that day. And he was just not a happy camper. And it was 100 degrees, both of those games. So it was
100 degrees on the Cardinals one. The second one.
Yes.
That was the one that he was, had a hard time.
Yes. That had a lot to do with it because, we were on the field waiting for Dad because we always want to get that moment. And we haven't been able to yet because the first time he was asleep. This time, Mommy had to scoot him out because he was just too upset to be out there. So one day it'll happen. One day.
Seattle, there's not much else to say about Seattle. So let's go ahead and just jump right into our favorite part of the show, or my favorite segment, Sydney's Corner.
Okay.
Where you just get to sit back, relax, just like you are, looking beautiful, stunning. And I ask you a couple questions about you in your day, in your life. So, question number one, what was it like? What was it like bringing Beau to his first NFL game? Even though you talked about it multiple times.
His first one was a while back. And a while back.
The preseason, but first in-season game.
He's been to 3 so far.
He's been to 2 regular season.
If he's not in a good mood, it's not well. But if he's in a good mood like he usually is, then he has a great time. And the first game he lasted until third quarter, which was, more than I ever thought he was going to get to. So, yeah, it was just, you win some, you lose some in more ways than one.
Wow. What about this past weekend? What was your favorite highlight? It could be from any of the things we did, but let's say specifically the BYU trip.
I talked to you whenever we were on our way back. Like, I enjoyed it just being like us two, feeling like we were just, 2 crazy kids in love, just on a crazy little adventure. I just enjoyed being silly with you and being able to just like be your girl and not have to be mom and this and that and that. I just enjoyed just like being under your wing.
Well, honey, I couldn't agree more. I loved it too.
Yeah, it was good.
Hypothetical question. I already know the answer to this, but Beau has scholarships to BYU and Alabama. Where should he go?
Wherever the money's talking,
Wow.
We've been talking about NIL.
Okay, I didn't expect that one. Keep going.
Well, you've just taught me all this stuff we've been talking about, and I don't know why we've been talking about NIL lately, and like I'm learning all of it, and I'm like, wow, this is so crazy how these kids can just get paid this amount of money, and it's so different than how ever it used to be, and these kids are millionaires. So you got to take advantage of that, Beau has to live a good life as well. I want the most for my son. So whoever's willing to chump up the change, then he'll go there.
Got it.
Am I biased against Alabama? Absolutely.
Got it.
Is the flight from here faster to Utah? Absolutely.
Got it.
So I don't know. But of course, Bama, like, be for real.
You see what shorts I got on today?
I know.
Showing off the Cougars' 6-0 start.
Listen,
in the Big 12.
they're incredible.
Second year in the Big 12.
Amazing football team.
Tell them, baby.
Those kids. I mean, I don't know. You tell them. Like, how was that? Seeing them and
it's amazing. 6-0 Big 12 football, like. And we're not just beating cats. We're steamroll.
Like good football.
The Flanagan Fowls, Arizona Bearcats, Wildcats. All right, steamroll.
Yeah. And I love how they just kept in it because that first quarter, second quarter was a little dicey. Well, whatever. It was just a good game.
Their team, I think,
the momentum was starting to drift a little bit, and then split second.
You gotta give the fans something to cheer about at the end of the day.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what they did.
It was awesome. They're awesome. It's an awesome team. I'm excited for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like every Saturday now, I'm going to be flipping between the Bama and BYU game.
Yeah,
incredible.
No, they did amazing. I'm happy for their success.
Me too.
They're doing great. Gotta keep it going. What's been your favorite game day outfit? It says that I've worn, but how about that one that you've worn?
I have not had a favorite this year. I just like.
Whoa!
Getting out of the door
before you start going down the wrong path here of negativity. Let's reel it in.
Okay.
And get some positivity.
Okay.
You said you don't have a favorite. There's at least one where you're like, okay, I like that.
Well, can I say this? I have some in my mind that are
coming up
that I would keep my eyes on, guys.
Oh wow!
We got some heaters coming up.
Wow, keep your eyes on it, huh?
So just
you want to give them a sneak peek of like what to expect?
No, what do you mean sneak peek?
Like kind of describing what you're gonna wear.
Let's just say it's giving Levi's.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's giving.
That's all I'll say.
It's giving.
Also, now that I'm thinking about this, can we just talk about how I called your I know because everyone was talking about this whenever you got that pick six. I didn't bring it up whenever you were talking, and that I called it.
Yeah.
On the pod. So
yeah,
let's just say
we're pivoting right now, but yes.
I'm sorry, it just came into my brain.
I know it's been
the fans know what I'm talking about.
No, I know what you're talking about.
And I just want to say that that's gonna happen again, and that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Well, don't just skip over that. Let's go into that a little bit more.
Oh, now you want me to talk about it?
I want you to talk about it.
I called it. I put it.
What did you call?
I called that you were gonna get a pick six.
Okay.
And I put it out in the universe, and then it happened.
Correct.
And your son was at that game, and he witnessed it. He was awake.
He was awake for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that was a big moment for us, and I hope that you do it again this game. 15 tackles.
Let's hear some more.
All right, 15 tackles.
Mm-hmm.
Pick six.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna punch the ball out twice. I'm not sure how to.
That if I punched the ball out twice, that would make me the leader in 49er history for forced fumbles. I need one more to tie Patrick Willis.
Okay.
And then 2 to surpass him.
Well, that'll be done this season regardless. But let's just get it done this Sunday.
That's what I'm saying. Like, should we just make it happen this Sunday?
Yeah, but don't break your hand.
It's actually
damn near close.
No, it's feeling pretty good. Right. That little cut I had on there healed up.
Oh. Okay, sorry guys, that was just on my mind. Back to me. What my outfits? Just be prepared for greatness from both of these Warners right here.
Yeah, especially you, honey. You said stay tuned. Period. Is there any favorites that you've seen of me wear or no? Not really. Just.
You always look great. I loved your suit in this last game. The green is just a really your
It was
color.
black.
It was black? Are you sure it wasn't green? I literally said to myself, there's a little green, Fred. It's like a hunter green? Like a dark evergreen?
It's literally just a black suit.
My eyes.
But sometimes, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes those darker green suits look black. So maybe
I swear, I was like, when did he get a dark green suit?
Bless your heart.
Well, now that's on the list.
Bless your heart, honey. There was a little bit of.
I just love it when you wear a suit.
There was a moment about the whole dress shirt for this game.
Yeah. So, what was that? What day was that? It was Thursday at around 12 o'clock. I'm coming home from the gym, and Fred calls me. He's like, babe. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is wrong? Babe, I forgot my suit shirt in the closet. And I'm like, I saw your suit shirt, and I hung it back up this morning.
You didn't think to, I wonder, why didn't he bring this? Maybe I should let him know that he forgot it.
Why would I know what you packed in your bag?
Continue.
So I just put it back up in your suit section. I was like, oh, that's weird. Whatever. Da-da-da-da. Keep on my day. And then you call me. He calls me panicking. Babe, what do I do? Losing his mind. I'm like, okay, listen to me. You calm down. I'm going to call this person. I'm going to call that person. Da-da-da-da-da. You just da-da-da-da. So I was like, okay. So we hung up. And then I called the people I needed to call. I made the calls. I did all the things. And I texted and I said, babe, your shirt will be there in 30 minutes. Okay? You just relax. And then you called me and you said thank you, which I appreciated. I'm just putting out fires everywhere. Here, there, and everywhere.
Honey,
I can't believe you did that. That was very not in Fred's character to ever forget anything. So I was like, what in the world? Like, how could you forget that?
How can you forget that? And forgetting your dress shirt is not something that you can just put a Band-Aid over and be like, oh, never mind. I'll just not wear a shirt under my blazer, or I'll just wear whatever T-shirt I got on underneath it. It's like, no, you need a dress shirt. So
Fred goes, yeah, I was just gonna wear what I wore on the plane to the game if I get your shirt. I was like, are you crazy?
it's not like I wore something drubbed up situation on the plane. I still, had, if you go and look at my press conference, I wore that to the press.
But you hadn't, thank goodness that you laid out your clothes in time for us to fix the problem. Or if you had just gotten in the shower, and then unzipped it, we would have been in trouble.
I would have been in trouble.
Yeah. Like, you would have just put on your t-shirt.
I would have just wore what I wore on the plane. Called it a day.
So funny.
It is hilarious. I don't remember the last time I ever did that, if ever. So, you're 7. What's your favorite thing I do in season to show I'm thinking about you?
When you come home randomly with flowers.
Wow.
Top tier.
Top tier.
I love that.
Guess we know what we're doing tomorrow. We got a long day tomorrow.
We have a long
day tomorrow.
We have a long day.
And then to recap on our date nights that they might have missed. Obviously, we just talked about
date nights.
Going to the show.
So yes,
the play.
Since we've talked to you guys, we went to see why are you making it Wicked? And then we also went to the movies one Friday, and we went to see the new Joker movie, which Fred gave a 0 out of 10 for that. And I don't know. I can't even rate it, honestly. I was just
let down. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to give it a rating.
You hated it.
It wasn't good.
Okay.
It wasn't good. I had high expectations because of how good the first Joker was.
Yeah. And how good Lady Gaga is.
Lady Gaga joke. It was just like they could have went so many other different directions, and they went the complete wrong one. It was
just bad.
So
I wanted a story it was a story, but
we don't want to give anything. We don't want to give anything away
sorry,
from the story.
guys.
So from the actual movie, you can still watch it if you'd like. Just know, I'm sure it'll be out on some sort of Netflix or Max platform.
Fred's saying don't spend your money at the movie theaters for that one.
But to each their own. I love the movies for the experience of, going, getting your little snacks, sitting down, doing that whole thing. Mm-hmm. But man, that was a letdown.
And then we went to get sushi one night.
We sure did.
On the other Friday.
Mm-hmm.
And then this past Friday we went. Oh yeah, that was Wicked. So we've been getting around. The Wicked 10 out of 10. I would go. I think it's actually done playing. Yeah, last night was actually their last night in San Francisco. So sorry guys, you can't.
What about this Friday?
What's on the agenda?
Mm.
I don't know. We have to figure something out. There's no good movies out right now.
Well, take a look.
I want to do something besides dinner. Like sometimes dinner, dinner's fine, but sometimes I want to do something else besides just eat. But what?
I guess we'll have to figure that out.
You know what I want to go see? I want to go see the Nutcracker. During Christmas time.
What is that?
It's like.
At a play?
Yeah. I think. Like a Christmas play?
We'll see, honey.
Christmas pageant?
We'll see.
I've never seen it. I want to go do that.
Story time of baby Beau.
Oh boy.
I mean, we've already kind of talked a bunch about him, but let's talk about the
So biggest thing that's going on in Beau's world is he has 2 bottom teeth that erupted 2 days ago.
Wow.
So his 2 bottoms are out, which I literally got choked up when I felt his gums, and they were just sharp as knives, those 2 little teeth, and I look at them and they're halfway out right now. I'm not sure how fast baby teeth grow or when they fully erupt, but yeah,
erupt.
He's got 2 little teethies, so now we're going to enter into a new world of eating. He's loving his eggs and toast in the mornings.
Mm-hmm.
That's a new thing we love. He's just ready to crawl any day now. He'll just be off. He's rocking back and forth, and I'm not sure how long they do that on their knees until they take off, but big things happening in his world.
You know what happened while we were away was, I think, the whole transition to him sleeping on his back to sleeping on his front.
No, that's happened a long time ago.
Really? We just never talked about it?
Yeah. Honey, he's been sleeping on his tummy for like almost 2 months now.
Okay, Mom's a little delusional with how fast time's going.
Delusional.
Honey, 2 months?
Yeah. Who?
Hold on
I'm
a second.
sorry.
Hold on a second. He's 7 months old.
Correct.
So you're saying when he was 5 months old, he was on his stomach?
Okay, let's say a month and a week.
It's happened in the last few weeks, honey.
Are you sure?
I think time just flies for you.
I don't think so, Fred.
That's all.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, we just haven't talked about it.
He sleeps on his tummy. He's a side sleeper. He loves his side.
Side, front.
He flips around that crib like a fish.
That's right.
Flippity flopping everywhere. Tonight, I had to ask Fred.
Yeah.
What?
I'm laughing because of what I had to do.
Okay, let me just take you. We finished dinner. I came up there, or I'm getting bath time ready. He's flipping and flopping in his bath. Happy boy, happy boy. Then I'm like, oh my God, I forgot to tell Fred. He has to lower the crib because today, for his last nap, I was watching him on the monitor and I just noticed like this man is literally trying, like he's almost at his point where he goes grabbing on the side of the rails and like trying to shimmy up. He's in a sleep sack, but he's like on his knees trying to, and I'm like, oh my goodness, it just happened. This is nuts. So of course then I can't not watch the monitor the whole time he's napping. Thank goodness it was a short nap. But yeah, anyways, I was like, babe, you gotta go lower the thing. And then Fred's like, how am I supposed to do that? I'm like just figure it out. I don't know.
Well, what'd I do?
So you had to go in the garage, get all the tools.
What'd I do?
And you did it.
Sure did.
You did it.
That's a round of applause.
A little grunting here and
Freddie.
there.
No grunts.
Yeah. But yeah, now it's to the floor, thank goodness. And Mom's can sleep well at night tonight knowing that he's not going to jump out of his crib.
Yeah. I don't think he would have jumped out, but we was getting close.
Yeah. How mobile he is now.
Getting close.
It was time.
He's got some upper body strength to him.
Yeah.
Trying to climb out of the bathtub.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
He tries to climb out of the bathtub.
Listen,
he's just so funny.
That boy, he got that superhuman strength already. At 7 months old. Everybody thinks their kid is just, the best, the biggest, the strongest. Our son actually is. It is what it is.
Everyone knows that their babies are the best.
Sydney wants our son to play basketball. Ever since she watched that the new show
so
on
I'm
Netflix.
I'm watching that new Starting Five on Netflix. If you are in, I don't know, if you just want to check it out, it's really, really good. I watched literally all of it on Thursday night, waiting for you to come home because I can't sleep until he's home on nights I know he's coming. So I watched the whole thing and it was really good. I got to know like the ins and outs of basketball. I got to know LeBron James' wife, Savannah, stunning, gorgeous, that little girl. She's the most beautiful little girl I've ever seen.
Wow.
They're two boys, just stand-up guys. I got to know the guy that plays for the Sacramento Kings. His dad was a star. I forget his first name.
Listen, you're doing great.
Who else? Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
He's different.
Oh.
He's different.
Okay.
And then, love the other one. What's his name? Oh, man, I'm forgetting.
I don't know, honey. He's
really cool though. He's like different. He did like the emo hair. You know what I'm talking about? He's Jimmy so Butler. Funny. Oh my gosh, Jimmy Butler, hilarious. He was like my favorite, and he lost his dad, and it was really sad. But there's some good guys, talented guys.
Yeah. So you want our son to play basketball?
So I want our son to play basketball. Fred doesn't think he's going to make the cut because he's not going to be 6'5" or 7'7". How people are that tall these days. So
I'm just saying, you got to be about 6'5" to really like have a chance.
Yeah, and you're not 6'5", so how is he going to be 6'5"?
Exactly, and you're for sure not 6'5".
I'm not.
So who's really helping him there?
But like you said, Steph Curry's not 6'5", and he's one of the best in the league.
Steph Curry.
Why can't Beau be Beau?
Exactly, let him be Beau.
Beau knows. But who's going to teach him how to play basketball since you don't really know how to play?
Daddy. What was that?
You're not a basketball person.
Daddy can learn.
All right. Okay, Fred Warner, I think it's your turn to be on the hot spot.
Oh, wow.
Not the hot topic. I'm going to ask you some questions here.
Okay, ask
I'm
me
going to
something.
ask you how you're feeling about Sunday night, of course. Let me know.
Sunday night?
Sunday day. 125.
It should be a Sunday nighter. That'd be, whoo. But I'm feeling amazing. Next.
Okay. Is it hard not to think of revenge when you play the Chiefs after last year's Super Bowl?
No.
Where does Patrick Mahomes rank on the list of top QBs that you've played against?
He's on there. You gotta mumble through that last one. Go ahead, say that over again.
Where does Patrick Mahomes rank on the list of QBs that you've played against?
I'd have to say the tops since I've yet to beat him.
Okay. What are the biggest challenges in guarding Travis Kelce?
Big, elusive, savvy.
What do you expect the atmosphere to be like for the Chiefs game?
Boy, look.
Electric.
It better be playoff atmosphere.
One of the team employees texted me today and was like, hey, just like want to make sure like you're good for this Sunday. It's gonna be a wild Sunday. Like the atmosphere's gonna be wild. Let me know like what you need. Da, da, da. And I was like, that's first of all, we have the best people like team with the Niners, just like how they look out for all of us.
Mm-hmm.
So one of my girls texted me. I was like, hey, like you gotta let me know what's going on for Sunday because it's gonna be wild out here.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Look, I've talked to the Old Faithful before about what I'm gonna need on Sunday, and I hold the responsibility of making sure that I and my teammates give y'all something to cheer about. But man, I need everybody to have a butt in a seat, not even in a seat. Just make sure have 2 feet.
What you're saying is you don't want to have to go like this during the game, you know, because you do.
No. I have no problem.
You like to have to do that?
Well,
sometimes
I would. Yeah, I would like them.
Sometimes
to be
Fred doesn't want to do that. Sometimes he just wants it to be already happening.
Listen, I said it's my job to make sure I'm giving the fans something to cheer about.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would they cheer if they're over there watching us get
100%?
Oh, what's going on over here?
No, I'm just saying, as a fan, I'm not going to cheer if. No, you will. You got to keep the faith. Faithful.
What are we called?
Faithful.
Then let's be faithful.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
No, I think it's gonna be a fire atmosphere, fire game. Boy, if you can't get it fired up for something like this, I mean, what are we doing?
Yeah, you think there's gonna be a lot of Chiefs players? I mean, fans.
I'm sure.
You think so?
But it doesn't matter. They blend right in with
the thing is, whenever you were in Super Bowl after Super Bowl, like you just get fans from everywhere, like, you know, like bandwagon friends, like they don't have any connection to the Chiefs whatsoever. They just want to be a Chiefs fan because they're winning Super Bowls. So like there'll be a bunch of those bandwagons, correct? Right. Yeah. Hey, that's okay. Welcome.
They're all welcome to Levi's on Sunday. Because guess what? It's gonna blend in red on red. They all gonna look like Niners anyway. So come on over, and yeah, it just got the juices flowing already.
You excited?
I'm just thinking about the preparation right now. We need to go ahead and wrap this up and get the iPad out.
Okay, I know that's.
Any other questions though?
We've got some band questions.
Oh, okay.
Which are my faves.
Perfect.
So we're going to start off with this. This is the Warner House questions. You guys can ask us anything you want. Just drop them in below in the YouTube comments.
Before we start.
What?
Let's just rewind and let me hear what you think my stat line for the game's going to be again. Because I kind of like when you speak those things into existence.
Okay, you're going to punch the ball out twice.
Okay. And be the franchise leader.
100%. You're going to have between 13 to 15 tackles.
Don't short me. Let's give it 16.
Between 13 to 15 tackles. Minimum. You know what I want to say? I'm going to say you have a minimum of 12 tackles.
Oh my God. So it keeps getting lower and lower. Honey, just go with your gut. You said 15. 13. You said 15.
All right, 15. Between 13 to 15. What's wrong with saying that?
16 it is.
And then
maybe it's a 20 ball.
You're going to have a pick /pick 6.
See, this is not how this goes, honey.
And I'm going to say Mahomes is going to get sacked twice.
You didn't do this last time. You didn't say the...
Yes, I did.
Slash this
yes, I did.
That.
Yes, I did.
You went high. You shot for the stars. You said pick 6. And I was like, whoa, no, honey.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I like that. Keep that.
Let me say what I want to say.
Say it.
Pick 6. 2 times punching the ball out. 13 tackles. 13 to 15 tackles.
I mean, come on. If we don't win with that.
And then I think Patrick Mahomes is going to get sacked twice. By who, I don't know. But it's going to happen twice.
All right. Oh, man.
Okay.
Ain't you homegirls with his wife?
She's great. She's pregnant.
Y'all gonna link up
So
for the game or something?
I don't want her to get upset
Y'all gonna
because
link
she's
up?
carrying a beautiful baby, but
You don't want her to get upset. Yeah, we do.
not if her husband gets sacked. That's not gonna make her happy, is it?
Whose side are you on, honey?
I'm on her side. But I'm
Thank
just
you.
saying,
That's all I gotta be said. Done.
As a
Done
wife.
deal. Anyway, fan questions.
All right. Fans questions. You guys know how to submit these. Like I said, below in our YouTube comments, just ask us whatever you're feeling. Okay, so for Fred, Dimitri Monty 7845 asks, when are the black jerseys coming back? Love you, Warners.
Never. Next question.
All right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Listen, you have to read the next one. It's from me.
Yeah, I don't know when the black jerseys are coming back. You know, we're a very traditional franchise. We don't switch up.
When did you guys ever have black jerseys?
We did have them
When?
back. I think it was like 2015 to 2017.
Were you on the team?
Mm-mm.
Oh yeah, I'm like, what?
No, they had an all black. They got rid of it.
That's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
That
why.
would look so weird.
You can
That's
go
like
online.
the Cardinals.
You can go online and look it up.
That's wild.
As a matter of fact, I'll look it up for you real quick. It's a funny picture, but this is what it looked like.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That is so weird to
All
look
blacks. I know.
at. Would you like it if they ever came back?
Are you kidding? It'd be so fire.
With the gold helmet though?
It is a strange look. Looking at it right now, like some of these pictures, like especially right here with multiple players, like there's no gold on the jersey.
Yeah, no.
They'd have to do it up a little bit. It's just red and black.
So have there ever been like a jersey edition or whatever since you've been here?
Yeah. We did. We added the throwback red uniforms that I've talked about, and then the all white uniforms we wore on Thursday night.
I like the all whites.
All whites are fantastic, but there's none better than
Home Reds.
my wife. Just know, boy, baby, you doing it. You doing it.
Mm-hmm.
For Sydney, what was the first craving you ate? This is by @Blancito. What was the first craving you ate after giving birth that you weren't allowed to have while pregnant?
Well, I'm not sure. I wasn't supposed to have it while I was pregnant, but I did eat it. I will say. I had, right after giving birth, I had a turkey sandwich. It was delicious. Remember?
That's your cheat meal?
That was the first thing I had.
Oh, your first thing you
That I
had.
was excited about eating that I technically couldn't have while pregnant.
You're not supposed to eat deli meats, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, you're not supposed to eat deli meats pregnant or not pregnant.
I know deli meats are supposedly really, really bad for you. But I love me a deli meat.
That's great.
Give me a sliced turkey.
That's enough.
BatCow6623 asks, what career will Fred pursue after football?
That's a good question. That's TBD
Yeah.
because I have no idea. And
something great. He'll do great whatever he does.
I'm focused on being the best football player I can be right now.
All right.
And that's it.
Cassandra Lopez 16 asks, are you guys dressing up as a family for Halloween with handsome little Beau?
Oh my gosh.
This is just a little bit, I don't know. I've been going back and forth. Originally, I had this beautiful idea of this family costume, but then I ordered his costume. It came back and it was just looked really bad and it was way too big. And then I couldn't find anything online that looked nice that was his size. And so that kind of fell through. So then I just ordered him another one that we could dress up with him if we wanted, but I'm tired. It's just giving... It's giving I'm going to do him a great big costume and we're just going to wear, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, honestly. Yeah. So TBD on that. We'll see.
Yeah.
And
that's
then
all, Mom.
Last one is Callie Tim 6535 asks,
What a name.
what was a bigger jump in difficulty, high school ball to college or college to NFL?
That's an interesting question. I guess it has to be college to the NFL, given the circumstances, but they both have their difficulties.
What's the biggest difficulty from high school to college?
High school to college, you're dealing with leaving home for the first time, being out on your own.
Mm-hmm.
Having to learn how to like manage time and a schedule, because I mean, the only schedule you're managing as a high schooler is like your class schedule.
Yeah.
Like being from first period to second period and all that stuff. Like you're away from mom, fam, gotta kind of,
Be
grow up,
independent. Yeah,
be independent, be a grown up now,
Mm-hmm.
on top of trying to be good at football. So, yeah, that's the hardest transition from high school to college, and then college to the NFL is the hardest transition, is just playing amongst the elite of the elite of the NFL.
And the dynamic, like the culture, probably.
I mean, like learning a whole new team, and I mean that's kind of a given.
I think if I was in your shoes, it would be college to NFL. It's just like very intimidating, I would think. Even though like you belong there, like you were chosen and you belong there, but it's still probably a little intimidating.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially, I mean, I wouldn't consider BYU a smaller school, but it's not like, SEC or
with all the
things. And people look down on you a little bit. It's like, yes.
They're not looking down now.
It's been a long time coming. Let me just say that. I'm glad I'm not a rookie anymore.
Yeah.
Year 7. Big dog. Woof. Okay,
guys. I think that is it. Yeah, so we're just excited for this. We've got a big week for us here in the Warner house. Big game on Sunday. Please, faithful, show up big.
Oh, they will.
And you're gonna have a big game.
Should we one more time or
no? We're not. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching the Warner House. Be sure to tune in next week, and then you can watch us anywhere you watch your podcasts, listen to anywhere you listen to your podcast. Like, comment, share, and then be sure to drop your questions down below in the YouTube, and we'll be sure to answer some of the fun ones next week. That's all we got. Go Niners, and we'll see you next week. Bye, guys.